virus, apparently.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 95.
Yep.
The start of the rainy season, apparently. I've just...
Yeah.
I looked at the weather, and, it's just, for the next 2 weeks, I just saw, 50% and above rain. It's like, yeah, it's April. You know what to say?
It's been raining here nonstop.
April showers do indeed bring May flowers.
At least the rain has caused it to warm up, so whatever.
Yeah, it is true. I mean, it's on occasion, just like in the mornings, it's supposed to snow, but then it'll probably melt by the time.
Jesus, out of the Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's so freaking. So we were trying to adjust some settings prior to the cast, but for whatever reason or another, it was opening up on my TV, the little option to increase your guys' volume.
You crossed one wire and it all just went crazy.
Apparently. So it's a very delicate setup in this room. Many wires go
I fear for your table.
Many wires go to many places. You should. So...
Life has many wires, Ed boy.
That it does. Yeah, this week for me was filled with a lot of furniture and just dealing with shit.
I hate to do this to you, but you got to wrap this up, homie. I watched Ruby. BG watched Fairy Tale. We got to talk about. Michael, we can't be doing this week.
Dude, my entire day I've been listening to Drake.
I did see
There
that
are
on
things to
Facebook.
discuss.
There are like 9 topics we can get to. We don't need you
you
having a
went to the
slight.
movies. I'm sure you watched something.
I watched Unsane and Pacific Rim.
I saw
Mike, we
Pacific
can't be
Rim as
doing
well.
this week. I apologize. You got to double up next week or something.
And the
But
sofa scratched
Holy
my arm. 20 minutes. No, let's go.
I saw a bluebird amongst these red birds.
That's us. That's not in Ohio.
Nah,
I don't
we can't be doing
understand.
this.
All right.
I think I'm switching to premium gas. Let's go.
Keep going. Are you done?
No, that was the topper. We're out of here.
Okay. Moving on then.
Mike had furniture business.
Yes. All right.
And it happened.
And it did
Yeah.
indeed happen. Just let's see. Okay, most of the shit is just little toppers that you mentioned. We'll just start with movies since I as well saw Pacific Rim.
Oh,
I
goody.
meant to go see Tomb Raider as well, but didn't get the chance.
However you felt about Pacific Rim is probably how you're gonna feel about Tomb Raider.
Meh.
Basically.
I think versus said above that.
See,
What is
I'm
it?
actually really curious how much, I haven't watched the first one since it came out, so I'm really
Same.
curious how I would feel as far as comparing the two. But I felt pretty similar. There's a couple jokes in it that got a chuckle out of me, but overall, it's the big. How I described it to my friend is, you get into the movie and it's just goes to the character introduction 1, done. Character introduction 2, done. Big robot fight, okay, done. Now you're in the army, done. And they just put their foot to the floor, and it does not stop throughout the entire movie. It does not give you a chance to catch your breath. It just process new thing, move on, process new thing, move on. And some of it worked, most of it didn't.
It was literally okay. Literally.
It was
Oh.
it was a popcorn flick.
Several people
I
that
hate
I
that.
trust have stated that it's ew.
The way I look
It's
at
not
it,
even worth me going to see it.
I've heard more it's ew than meh. from
the
my
way I
own
look
sources.
at it is, the first Pacific Rim knew it was a hokey like summer. Let's just roll this giant robot fighting monsters out. This one took itself a little too seriously, and you can't be doing that. You
No.
can't be doing that.
Okay.
It's in Pacific Rim. Charlie Day is amazing in it. I love Charlie Day. That's about it.
Okay.
Everybody else,
I
like
happened
the
to see
kid.
Black Panther, by the way.
Really quickly, any dumb Jaeger names?
Oh,
Gypsy
Okay,
Avenger.
she was a nerd for Jaegers, and she just went, "This is that Jaeger," and I just went,
Yeah, in one ear and out the other.
exactly. I couldn't tell you
Fly by.
2 Jaegers right
I
now.
can't even think of something dumb enough.
I can only think of 2.
oh, what are the two?
the
Curious.
main 2.
What are they? I know Gypsy Danger and what else?
Nope, Gypsy Avenger is the
Oh.
it's Model
I was
2.
thinking Iron Avenger. This is Marvel 3.
And then Scrapper, which was the little one.
Yeah, Scrapper doesn't count. I'm not counting Scrapper.
Those are the only 2 that I remember.
Great.
This is Fluka Blork. It's the fastest. Okay, I don't give a. I don't care.
The movie is also wanting me to remember
Oh,
people's
no.
names, and I really don't
Okay.
remember their names either.
Okay, is this what we're doing here?
What's up? You're looking up the Jaeger name.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Oh, let's hear them. Name them. Name them.
Where are they? Guardian Bravo.
Okay. Yep. I remember this.
Titan Redeemer.
I remember
oh
this.
my goodness, I started shaking.
I remember this.
Gypsy Avenger.
Yep.
Saber Athena. November Ajax.
Yep. Okay. This is all familiar
What?
names. These
What?
are all so familiar to me.
What?
Those-
Bracer Phoenix.
Yep.
Those are sounds that have passed through my ears.
Valor Omega.
I don't remember that one.
Valor Omega.
I really don't. That
Wow.
must be one.
Obsidian Fury.
Yeah.
That was the
yeah.
bad one. That was the bad one.
Okay. Yep.
Those are indeed names.
Oh.
Now, I could
Definitely
name
have
two. I can name 2 of the mechs. I could not give you 2 character names
Oh boy.
at all.
to- Wow, and they said
Wow.
them a lot. I can't
Yeah.
give you one.
Oh, they're that forgettable.
I kind of want to say Tracer, but that's Overwatch.
Oh.
Cavalry's here, mate.
Oh no! You know what? I remember one, but she was in the first movie, so I feel like it doesn't count. Mako.
That doesn't count. No.
Yeah.
The one that
Yeah.
was here.
Yeah. I don't remember Boyega's name. I just kept thinking.
Jake Pentecost.
Yep.
I just remember.
Wow, that's a
Are
name.
these names?
Oh yeah, these are legitimate names.
Okay, somebody tell me this. Suresh.
Sarish.
Okay. Ryochi.
I believe that was the last name.
Ryoki?
If you say so.
I'm
Armani?
just guessing.
Namani. Okay.
Sounds like
we're
a
done with
JoJo
it. We're
character.
done with it. We're done with it.
So, I just want to state that considering I've heard some of your family members' names, I feel like you don't have a whole lot of room to talk.
Hey, don't be messing with Tata Lane Chisholm, alright?
Wow.
Just saying. there's some ground you can stand on, and yours is
Jeez,
uneven.
through.
Yeah, all I really remember
You
is
can't
just
go into a corporation with a resume that says Tata Lane. It's not
Nope.
gonna work out for you.
no
Nah,
Ladasha.
your life is over at named.
You're through.
But yeah, like the only other thing I can really like think of the movie is just like watching the just watching Clint Eastwood's son and going, man, he looks a lot like Clint Eastwood, and just basically that's all I really thought about him.
I would assume that was the other male lead.
The white guy.
Whatever. Dude, this movie, whatever. It was like The Last Jedi for me, in that I walked out the theater, and if you questioned me, I couldn't tell you 4 things about this movie.
Oof.
But BG, they're hinting at a third one.
I do remember that one.
Yeah.
We're not gonna wait for them to come to us. We're gonna take it to them. Yeah, okay. Get me out of here.
So the main character in the first one, apparently they did not say what happened to him in the movie.
Nope.
But in the book that was released,
There's a book.
There's a book.
There's
in the book that got released, upon destroying the
This feels very much like Final Destination, where Alex is just like, there's a newspaper. Oh, he got hit with a brick.
Upon destroying the drift thing, he immediately got cancer and died.
God damn.
Goodbye.
Can't even
10
just be
years
like,
later,
he retired. He's nowhere to be found.
After
lesions, death.
They could have.
We did it.
They could have just easily just said like written out of movie.
Oh, apparently Amber says there's a webtoon of Pacific Rim as well.
Yeah.
Who's asking for this?
Nerds.
China.
Yeah, you're right.
China, you're right.
Dude, the domestic came out and people literally went, "Why are you even posting this? We're just waiting for China."
Yeah.
That's all this studio is waiting for. They farted it out in America, and some who gives a month for America, it just went, "China, get your butts in the seats."
Yep. Pretty much.
And without China, oh boy, they better hope this boy goes gangbusters, cause
nah, this going double wood.
Good.
I mean, let's face it.
What is that from?
The cam thing. Extra water.
Oh, okay.
The first one barely made above its budget, if I remember right. China will eat this one alive. Yeah. This one will get eaten alive just because it's a sequel. It'll get a third.
It's got the Star Wars guy in it. They ain't feeling that. Star Wars is persona non grata over there. They don't give a shit.
You're not wrong.
Mike, pay me!
Just give them the money right now, Mike. It's over. I don't know what you hold it out for. It's done, so I'm giving them my money right now for WrestleMania.
No, we canceled out for that Black Panther.
I will not reward someone that has not won yet.
You've lost!
Until it is confirmed. Granted,
it is confirmed, loser!
Can you remind us all what this bet was and how much it was for again?
Oh, that Star Wars The Last Jedi would make more than Avengers Infinity War. By the way, I know I'm losing. I'm just not going to pay you until it is confirmed that I lost.
Oh my, you should know better.
Oh, I know better. But I'm not going to pay until it is confirmed.
No, because if it turns out that I actually lose, it's double sweet. Because then I got to give you your money back and then my money.
No, that's just too much of a hassle.
Oh, it's not a hassle. It's so much fun.
Mike and fun. What?
This is true. He writes down license plates as a hobby.
I had fun once.
It was awful.
And then I broke my butt.
Hey, I know what you're talking about. I'm sure Mike had a blast moving the couches in. Come on now. Cut him some slack.
I go bowling. Oh, okay, Mike.
I high-fived a guy once.
I bet the drummer of some band. I like him.
Remind me while you're torturing yourself listening to Drake again.
Oh, I went into I got into a debate with one of my friends. He's a huge Young Money, Lil Wayne, Drake fan. More Lil Wayne than anybody. And I went, Drake is trash. They were playing a Drake song. I went, Drake is trash. He has maybe 15 good songs in his entire library. And he went, no, he didn't. You like Childish Gambino. You can't be talking. I said, look, at least I listened to these people. I tried to give Drake a chance. In fact, here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to listen to every one of his songs and see if I can find 15 good ones. I found 3 of 37. But Jesus, there is one I legitimately love, and it might go into my playlist. It is I love the song. I don't blindly hate this. I love that song. I don't care. But man, this guy is awful. The first song I listened to, I'm walking to the store, and I just went, oh.
But people consider him one of the top 10. People consider him one of the top 10 of all time.
The Drake, I equated him to the Gambino because they both are singer rappers. Gambino started off poorly and rose and got way better and became amazing. Drake started out pretty good and just went all the way down. It's terrible. But people remember it's just like Naruto. It started out hot right out the gate, and then here comes all this filler, and who gives a plot, and people are still just like, amazing Naruto. It's just like Dragon Ball, where it starts so hot, and then it becomes hot, but people are still going, but it's hot. No, it's hot. So,
well done.
Drake he's not a good artist.
How many more songs do you got?
It's suffice to say you're not in the camp that supports Drake being better than Eminem.
Oh no.
I have legitimately heard that conversation more times than I would like.
Who's speaking this now? Oh, you know what? Okay.
Not white people.
Anybody born in the year 2000 and after is an absolute moron. This mother I was looking at the
Is that just everyone?
Oh yeah, there's not a single smart person in that group.
Not even anything to do with raps or opinion.
Nope.
Just 2000 and the smart people are done.
Yep. It was
We got all the smart people that we're ever gonna get.
It was the end of James.
Cherish them.
Everyone else is on average and below. So
God.
everybody is posting brackets for March Madness, and there was one for Disney movies. One 15-year-old snot put a movie above Coco in the bracket. What was the movie? Cars 3. Cars 3.
Clearly
beat out
movie.
Coco for this kid.
Clearly the superior movie.
Nostalgia.
Cars 3.
Nostalgia is mad.
The third Cars.
Nostalgia, kid.
It barely made money.
You don't know that.
I've seen it.
You don't know that.
The merchandising is what they cared about, and they farted out a movie to remind kids about it. That movie is trash. Barely.
That's.
Oh, do we need to go to the other Cars movies to compare?
No.
Clearly we do. Clearly we do.
Words. Come on.
But you want to go Cars 3 and did pretty well? No.
Yeah, all right.
Terrible. Over Coco.
I've also now seen Coco as well.
Yeah, we talked about
We did not.
Through text.
Through text.
Yeah.
That was quite enjoyable. Just
Versus wants to know Mulan versus Coco.
Mulan.
Ooh.
Coco is the best 3D animated thing I've seen, but Mulan is still above it. I still put Lion King above Mulan though.
Huh. Okay.
Fine, but Mulan is that hot fire.
Hot fire. People are saying it's overrated because of women. Yeah, come on out, bro.
It was that before women
before the existence of women, there was Mulan.
Yep. Making all sorts of radical statements here.
Oh
It's
boy.
just gonna be.
Yep.
We're the real Athena, Saber, or whatever. This Guardian Bravo. Oh, suck my ball.
Just the one.
Just the
You
one.
don't deserve both.
But anyway, so real quick, so I saw Coco, and for all the jokes and everything, I decided to screw with the compros while I was watching it, calling out stupid little nonsense that I actually didn't really care about, but it was fun. The movie itself, musically, was awesome, but above the lyrics, I loved watching the scene placement, essentially.
They flowed.
They did so
And
well.
you know when he does that, Miguel gives a little nod and acknowledgement.
Yeah.
And then he's,
Yep.
holy, I love this movie. It's the little things.
That when it comes right down to what makes a movie an instant classic, in my own opinion, it's movies that do well in certain aspects but excel in the small things, because those ones become instantly memorable. Like you see when they're in the cave together, Coco and his grandfather.
You mean
Miguel
Miguel?
is his grandfather.
Miguel, sorry, names. Wow, I did that. Okay, Miguel and his grandfather. He does that sound that he did when he went to go play for his grandmother, and then who he expected to be his grandfather. So that was it was a small thing that happened throughout the film at different points when he thought he could show himself off, like show off who he is. So that small nod there when he's in the cave with his actual grandfather was special, because you didn't really have to put that there. Just that really was one of the parts of the movie that stood out the most to me and made me adore that scene, because it was like his story finally came together. There was not a single point I was watching that movie where I looked at a scene and went, that's just okay. Almost every scene, just clip by clip by clip by clip by clip, there was greatness there. And that's what I appreciated the most. The music was good, don't get me wrong. But just the scene placement was just spectacular.
I watched it again this weekend. Got it on Blu-ray.
You better.
You bet what? Is that mandatory watching now?
For every person.
Oh, also that dog
You should
had
be
me going
born
the entire
Coco
movie.
should be playing. Oh yeah, Dante is amazing.
Dante had me going the entire movie. At the end, did not expect that shit.
Also,
Like the spirit guy thing. Did not expect that. But
movie
very cool.
It takes a dark turn. It's just like, it murdered me.
Bruh.
Like, what the what
Did not see that shit coming. It's like, oh yeah, I died of food. I choked on food. Haha, it's funny. No, I didn't. It's fine though. Don't worry about it. And then he's like, wait.
Chorizo.
It's like, wait, you killed me? It's like that you see the realization.
For songs and money, and then he throws what he still thinks is his grandson into the well to die. Just to die. What the? Dela Cruz is terrible. It's just like, this movie is wrapping up so cleanly. Where's the villain? Like, there's nothing happening.
When I first was watching, I looked at my phone. I'm like, we're like an hour in. What is he just gonna go home and just like, yep, no more music or double music? What's going on? What the?
And
then the. Ooh.
I also love how Disney, well, Pixar in particular, can take like some serious. Actually, Disney as well. I forgot about
Zootopia.
Yeah, it's Pixar as well, but Zootopia. In my head, taking dark things and making them comedic. Like literally that scene where they're in the cave, where Miguel is just like 5 minutes ago I thought I was related to a murderer. You're an upgrade.
Yeah, it was really good.
Excuse for a great grandfather, huh? Are you kidding me? A couple minutes ago, I thought I was related to a murderer. You're a total upgrade. Oh, what a great scene! What great scenes! breathe.
Nobody's talking about Frida, the best character. But
Frida,
whatever, that's fine.
Man, I kind of sat back when she came in, and I'm like, huh, interesting. Should have expected it, didn't. And then the thing with the was it a mango or is it? I forget whatever fucking fruit that was. Just the whole stage direction. I was just like, oh, this is pretty spot the fuck on. Oh, this is interesting.
On fire.
But they're me, and then it's also me. But this is also me. I was just like, yeah,
the milk is not milk.
Avocado outcrawls a bunch of little me's.
And then
they climb on this giant cactus, who is also me.
The milk is not milk, but tears. Is it too obvious?
I love Frida. Give me
that
a Frida
was
short.
Amazing. That was amazing.
Frida's Cactus Adventure.
For literally every character. I don't care. Because his big brother is just some big old dumb paloke. And his little sister is just like, haha, you got in trouble with just a little turn and a smile. Like, they're and then they're all just playing music later on. Yep. So, like, when did they learn? Like, it's so much that could happen. And then the best song of the movie played.
Okay, next topic.
Overrated.
Sooner or later, DA and I are going to do our complete retrospective on Dragon Ball Super. Complete, beginning to end. Now, for anybody who has seen the freaking Danganronpa thing we did, it was like 3 hours long. Expect something like that. 3 hours.
I mean,
Super
it's
talk.
worth it. Super.
So
right
let's
till the
transition
end,
into that now. First off, I'd like to apologize and say that Dragon Ball Super is totally worse than Naruto. Dragon Ball as a whole is totally worse
because of Super.
Yep. I should have waited until it ended. I am a fool and I am embarrassed.
Super is so bad. Oh my god.
That ending was awful.
You know what kind of sucks?
See you next time.
Time. Like, it took Dragon Ball. Did they ever do it? I don't know if they did it in Dragon Ball, but they certainly didn't do it in Z. Like, actual team attack type stuff.
Yeah,
that is never like. You could count like Cell and them like just shooting beams at Cell, but like Goku fucking volleyball tossing Frieza into his like Nova Break or whatever the fuck that's called.
Oh my Jesus! He threw him.
Doesn't matter. Like, it was like
suck penis
combo stuff that has never been there.
You know what happened in One Piece? It's always got to be One Piece. Usopp launched Brook into Nami's lightning to take out somebody. Not just here you go.
I'ma throw you.
Go. He could have jumped off that brick pillar just as easily as Goku's hands.
Versus, that's not even a question. He asked Dragon Ball Super versus Fairy Tail.
Fairy Tail.
Fairy Tail is legitimately like one of the worst things I've ever seen. It is a conundrum.
No, we're gonna get into that.
Okay.
Let's just spend a little bit of time, just a little preview of our Dragon Ball Super talk.
I am actually really interested to hear this, but yeah, keep going for Super.
Why did Jiren all of a sudden just
get powered again?
Just develop a personality.
Oh.
Yeah, they made him a character with 8 episodes to go.
This was so manufactured, it hurt.
It was just like, I've been treating you poorly the entire tournament, and huh? One time, please, show. Because I remember a lot of team attacks and I'll handle this, and there was nothing like, you pieces of get out my way.
Why did Toppo get two 2-minute speeches where they're just like, yada, yada, yada. Oh, look at Krillin, he's happy. Look at 17, he's happy. Where's his family? Don't worry about that. 2 Toppo speeches.
The problem
apparently, Good.
The problem is that Dragon Ball is a series of spectacles. So they spent 18 minutes on the spectacle and then the ending song on the characters. That's the stuff I want to see. I don't give a about Goku and Vegeta standing on their rocks and doing their pose.
If you were to show, if you were to be like a new Dragon Ball series is coming out and not show them any of the resurrection, if they knew nothing about it, they just went from Z and went, hey, a new Dragon Ball series, and you showed them that image and went, this is the second to last image of this series. What do you think this is going to be about? And they're going to be like, okay, it's Goku and Vegeta doing the pose on the rocks with clearly a new form. This is just going to be a fan service show. And that's all it was.
Yep.
I wish that they would just turn to the camera and just wait. Episode 1, like, look, this is just going to be pure fan service. If you bought that life, come on in. But if not, hey, I got nothing for you here. Because that was just they were on the rock. Alvin just went, don't do the pose. Don't do, and then they did the pose and you were like, what did you expect? Of course they were gonna do it.
Yep.
Why the second half of that episode was so rushed. This was Dragon Ball Super. You could have at least given it 40 minutes. But no, they just went.
Movie.
Whis can just do anything. Whoosh his scythe. Oh, you're alive, Frieza. There you go. No problem.
What? Yep. Question.
Yes, you in the back.
Thank you.
You in the black.
The whole reason the Zenos were erasing the universes was because it was getting a bit too muddled. And they were going to let one of the lower developed universes survive through the tournament. 17 makes his wish, and they go, the whole reason for the tournament was we needed a kind-hearted soul. We just wanted to see if they would do it. And they did, and yay, no one gets erased. What was the entire point? If it was a selfish wish, it would have stayed erased. But because you did this good wish, everything's fine. We didn't need to ever destroy the universes. We were just whatever.
What if Goku won and went, I want Frieza back to life? Would that have been a selfish wish? Because that was a promise, but it wasn't. But he didn't bring the universes back. So would that count? It's just such a nebulous whatever. This was just it was so bad.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
I mean, the two words that described it have been said: spectacle and fan service.
And I've just been seeing naught but, oh my goodness, animation. It's like, who cares? It's just
Dragon Ball nerds. That's who fucking cares.
There, like I said, it's March Madness, so there's a lot of brackets. There's an anime bracket for Shonen series, and someone put Hunter x Hunter above Yu Yu, and he was like, it's got better, more clever plots and fights and way better animation quality. And I just went, I don't give a shit. I don't care about the animation. Give me a character. Give me characters. And I've learned that people look for different things in anime. Some people just want that spectacle and badass moments. And I want characters.
Yeah.
I want a in character. Give it to me. Kuwabara. Give me Kuwabara, and I will ply through your little plot to see more of Kuwabara. Thankfully, you use good plot. But if your plot sucks, just give me some characters to attach to. If Fairy Tail had 4 characters I cared about, I could have watched that entire series. It has less than 0 characters I care about.
I have a question for you two then, since you two have brought up the fuck animation type thing. Has there ever been a show that was ruined for you because of the animation?
Like I also said this, unless it's completely piss poor animation like Kenichi, I don't care.
That is the prime example in my head.
If like it's something like that,
Kenichi had Kenichi had more issues than just animation.
Well, we know the story and like the characters are good. So like as far as like
not in the anime.
But again,
different.
As far
as anime portrays everything wrong. Have you watched the anime?
Yes, I have. I'm going like no, I'm not even going about that. As far as like before you even get into the anime, if you've just read the manga, good characters, and the manga itself has like solidly framed like choreography and what have you. But then just even bar none, if they change shit about the plot, like if it's animated decently, then it would be decent. But it's just dog shit.
Yeah, if it's something so egregiously bad, then there's no choice but to go, I can't take this. That's that if your animation is fine, even not good, I can handle it. If it's super bad,
I can't think of anything that I've just went, nah, the animation is too bad.
Because I don't give a shit about it.
I don't care.
But Kenichi was super bad.
I can't think of anything.
So Kenichi was bad in every way.
Ruby Volume 1?
Watched it.
Actually, let me ask you, BG, because this was actually a problem for me. Watching the Eye Shield anime, could you get through it? Did you get through it?
Oh yeah, I definitely got through it. Because
you did.
Yeah. Because to me, it's a sports thing, and those are just kind of who really cares? Who cares if the animation is a little or a lot of It's just
it was a lot
with
of
a ball,
let's be honest.
and then they have some spear behind them or some. I don't know.
Oh, it was the worst. That's why I hate sports anime. I hate it.
It was
bad. You don't need a freaking Neptune crashing down on poor little 21. I don't care about that. Oh, this dude got chains coming out of his hands. Get that bullshit out of here. Ugh.
IQ does not do that.
I hate that.
It's fine. It's a hyper stylized version of the sport.
But Keijo though, it's fine.
Yeah, but Keijo is fine. But that's ridiculous.
Yes. It's meant to be ridiculous.
Slam Dunk is good and it doesn't do it. Prince of Tennis does it a lot. I mean, a lot.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
So this is what I will say about Super for me. And I could give this, like, I can find things that I like in just about anything.
Sure. I can find things I like in the Dark Knight trilogy.
But overall, you can have a differing opinion than
I like the Beerus Whis being reviving Freedom, like Beerus told me to. And Beerus is like, well, that's good.
And yeah, for me, as far as Super as a whole, maybe on two hands, but I think only on one hand I can count the episodes where I was like, that fight looks cool. Like, if I were actually downloading episodes and stuff, I'd edit it. I'm thinking it's only one hand. Just because I'm just thinking of like, maybe there was some stuff in the Frieza saga, but then I kept seeing shit from it. And I'm like, no.
So there was something that I retweeted earlier from a guy that I watch on YouTube. It's just very simple. Universe Survival Arc, 55 episodes. Dark Tournament, 40.
I saw that.
And that's all you need to know.
And you know what's funny?
Yeah.
The Universal Survival Arc was a battle royale, and the UU fight, the Dark Tournaments were one-on-one fights, and it was less.
Yep.
And the Dragon Ball Super, it just, in terms of like time, was less technically.
Yeah. Less. They had nights and stuff where it was like recovery.
You see, Jimmy, that's the problem. No, you look at me. That's why my cord was broken. Don't do that.
Their dog just loves Dragon Ball Super. It's a household issue.
So I'm gonna say one more thing after this, and then we can move on to either Fairy Tail or Ruby, whatever you want to rock it. But the whole 17 storyline was completely dumb. Because I just want a boat. The little richest person in the world is a friend. why is that an issue? At the end of the tournament, 18 goes, "Oh, are you sure you want to bring back countless people? Don't you want a boat?" It's like, what the? How was it not said by Goku? The least she could have done is been like her snarky history of Trunks stuff. Like, oh, that's pretty selfless of you. You know, what about your family that I've never met, that we as an audience have never met?
They had about 5 seconds to actually show off his family too. Yep. Nope, just him by his fucking self.
You need 3 new character designs, and Toriyama, his hand hurt that day.
And you know what? You can't have Toei do it because that's the design it's always going to be. So we can't be having that.
Oh boy.
Yep.
So yeah, myself and BG will be talking about that.
But yeah,
very, very long time.
Overall, Super doo-doo.
We probably talked
Super
25 minutes
just
on
absolutely garbage, but yeah.
And we didn't even touch it.
It was mad bad.
Yeah.
Like Jiren just like, oh, I have power now because my friends believe in me.
The ones I
Jiren just taking a pot shot at the audience.
That's like the ones I
just allowing it.
The ones I just tried to murder about it probably 5 seconds ago in real time.
Great. Just the best.
But so let's
Ruby.
Let's go to Ruby.
I didn't give a shit about the time.
All right, this will be fun.
Why? Oops. Oh, that's you. Yeah. I want to hear about Fairy Tail.
All right. So BG has now watched Fairy Tail.
Up until like episode 25 or something.
The deal with DA and myself was I watch 50 episodes of Fairy Tail if he watches 1 movie of Geostorm. We upheld his end of the bargain. Because, boy, I was definitely watching that with him. And then that night, I immediately started watching Fairy Tail. They have an ending.
That is so amazing.
The ending is so fantastic. And it's called Merry-Go-Round. And I love that ending.
It's amazing.
And Fairy Tail does something where the episode is ending and it'll lead into the ending. So think of it like The Walking Dead, the opening of The Walking Dead, where they're talking and then you hear the music coming in. That's just how it is. And in Merry-Go-Round was perfect. Now, like I said, the bet was 15, so I said, okay, I love Merry-Go-Round so much that I will watch all the episodes past where I need to as long as that's the ending theme. I was on episode 24. Episode 25, the last episode I needed to watch, they switched the theme. Never watched another episode of Fairy Tail.
Coward. Punk.
I was probably...
Quitter.
I was probably 2 episodes away from the end of that arc. And I told DA, Fairy Tail is so awfully fascinating that if I finish that arc, I'm going to finish the series. It's just gonna happen. It's a terrible series, but I love it.
It's so amazing,
but it's awful. And I can't watch it. I can't watch the end of that arc because I'll just keep watching Fairy Tail, and I got better shit to do. There are no characters in Fairy Tail. There are traits.
Negative characters.
There are people.
Black holes of a name.
There are archetypes. Somebody scribbled words on a napkin, and then they drew on it, and went, there you go.
It's like, no, this is how it was. I realize I do that a lot. You'll make an analogy, I'll go no, and then I'll try to one up it, whatever. This is how it was. They wrote all the character traits on the napkin, and then a waitress put a coffee cup down on it, and they went, we can't read the rest of this. I guess he's just manly now. No!
It ain't him.
He's terrible.
Sabin is just going into the booth and saying manly 127 times an episode, and then walking out and getting paid.
I mean, props to him, but holy, what a character. No. Lucy, she is just woman character.
She's the most whatever, nothing, whatever.
Natsu might be the worst shonen pro tag I have ever seen.
The worst.
I can't.
Oh, hands down.
I'm
hands
going
down.
the worst that I've personally ever seen.
Okay. I can't say the worst ever, but of what I've seen, Natsu is undeniably the worst.
I hate him so much.
There is not a moment I give a
Though
shit
here's the
about
thing,
what he's saying
Natsu
or
does
doing.
not change.
Wonderful.
The character you see where you've watched does not change.
Here's something though. A lot of shonen pro tags
Not a bit.
don't change. That's why I like Deku so much. There's visible change in how he was. He started out as a super crybaby, then he became a confident but still humble dude. But just really strong, like I'm gonna protect everybody. But he started out as a piece of crybaby. There's visible growth for Deku. Luffy has been Luffy from chapter 1 to chapter 895, except with there's growth within it, but it's not like visible like differences.
Luffy and Alabasta would not have gone run like he did in Shaba Odi. He would not have gone, we can't win, run.
So
that's one of the best moments.
Where
he's just like
evolution.
Yeesh.
We barely be CP9,
like
and it's in
Let's get the
admirals
fuck out.
that
Zoro's dead. This dude is hurting me. I don't know what's going on there.
I can't lay a finger on this dude with an axe with no devil fruit powers. We ain't got
run.
And there's more coming. Let's just go. Let's go. Yo, don't worry about Zoro. We'll figure it out. Just get away.
Just live. Just go anywhere. Just split up, run. But no, he fought Croc 3 times after being stabbed and drained. He don't want none of Kizaru.
He didn't. No, you don't want none of Kizaru. I still want to see the third and Admiral.
The Green Bull, he's out there. Or she. I would love a she.
I would love a she. I would love Carrot and Jinbei to just die. Okay. We're just transitioning.
Jinbei's forever now, man.
No, really quickly. You didn't talk about everybody. Gray.
Oh, Gray's trash.
Gray.
I like the drip drop girl,
Love
but
it.
you know
she's one of the people that keeps me.
Juvia, yeah.
But she's gone. So
she's.
Oh well, she's gone enough. Happy is fairly nothing to me. He does okay. There was a situation.
I imagined a look if I had your brother
shake
just
of the head.
There was something that you had watched where I was like, "This happens," and it pisses me off, and you went into it with "Oh, I already know because BG told me, so I was kind of prepared for it, so it wasn't as grating for me." I don't remember what it was, but I remember you saying this. That's how it was for Happy. I was prepared for an eye every other sentence, every other minute of the episode, and it was just kind of like, "Oh, here's the end of the episode." He says "I." Oh, he said it like 3 times this episode. Okay. I was just prepared for it, and he was nothing.
Did you not see when I was talking about how bad the arcs are, how bad the fights are with the double ice?
You know
fight?
what I love about Fairy Tail? How quickly they set up and resolve plot points within the fight themselves. Hey, this manly guy, his sister died, and he did it, and now he can do it again, but he's in control now. Let's wrap it up, people. Let's move on to the next person.
Okay. I don't think I mentioned this in the podcast. I'm bringing out my hand again. So the Earth guy. Mm-hmm. There are 4 people. They could all control an element.
Yep.
The fire guy control fire.
Yep.
The wind guy control wind. The Earth guy, he can control Earth, but he can also affect people's memories and minds. What is that? Where did that come from?
The bedrock of your being is your mind.
He just locked him in and just like, yep, you're just gonna be in your mind forever. Where did that come from? And another thing that I forgot to mention, I'm gonna get back to you. Things I can talk about. Last week when I was like, the Lucy Angel fight was one of the worst things ever. I forgot to talk about the ending, which was so bad. There's a guy who could like, who has mind powers, who can like, he's a tracker, and he can like implant memories or whatever. He goes, oh, I don't know how we're gonna win this. Oh, yep. Lucy, come here, and he puts his hands on her head like, I'm gonna implant this super spell in your head. He implants a super spell in her head. She does a spell. She beats Angel, and then the fight's over. And it's just done. Why would you introduce something like this where this dude can literally just go, I'm going to implant this super powerful, no backfire, no risk.
You know what happened with something like that in Yu Yu? It almost killed him, and it took him hours to get.
No.
And then a day to recover.
And this was after her summoning 10 of her summons, and he just goes, here you go. She says a couple words. Angel goes, rrr, and she's dead. And Lucy goes, what happened?
Why can't everybody do that magic? The summoning stuff.
Why? Yeah, shit. Contract. That's all it is.
I don't see why it would wear out Lucy. It does. It's nothing to do with her. It's just like when, like, I understand Chakra bringing people from the other world in Naruto to summon them, but she's just going, the key is doing the work, and we're out of here.
And then she just Pokemon trainers it. So, yeah, I didn't know that you were in the
You're not supposed to use logic while reading this. Or watching this.
Where it's just like, oh, I'm part of a super rich and influential family, and I will leave you guys. No, you're family to us,
did
Lucy.
You get to
Rah! Everyone died.
I hate the family thing so much. But did you get to the Ursa going, Natsu, you have a secret power within you?
Nope.
Okay, you're fine then.
I'm telling you, I was probably 2 episodes away.
It is literally her going, you have a power within you, unleash it. And then he literally just goes, whoosh, and unleashes it.
Okay.
Never hinted at before. Yep. Christ almighty, that was bad. So, like I said, Gray's fights are terrible because, like with the double ice guy, it's just like, I can just do anything. He creates a big dragon, like, okay, I got a cage for that. And it's just like, he can just do anything. And then he just wins.
Yep.
That Moon arc, I can see why I dropped the series after that. Holy bejeebus, man, this series is bad.
You don't.
That's as good a summation of the entire series.
Talking, and I don't know now.
But then, you didn't watch the filler either.
I did watch the filler. I skipped the filler from like episode 76 to like episode 85 or whatever.
Where they all switched bodies, and then they went
filler. No,
we don't care.
Look at me in my eyes. That filler was awful. I watched it. That filler was bad, and it is made so much worse when you realize that the dude with the glasses, he's a spirit. He's a summon, and Natsu was in his body. He was just like whatever. And this dude, in 20 episodes, he's like, oh, I'm dying. Natsu didn't feel any of that. It's the worst. It's literally the worst.
It's the worst.
That'd be an interesting plot point for the filler. Oh, I'm this guy. Now, I have cancer.
I'm going to get you to watch more Fairy Tail.
Why?
Because I need somebody.
Chris
is all high and mighty about it. He's like, you don't even know. Oh, this fight with Ursa. Character. Oh, you don't know about the fight with Ursa. Here comes the fight with Ursa. It's like, he's so high and mighty about it. I need somebody on equal playing field with your boy.
Oh, this is not having fun in your misery.
He's got this smile that's just like, yeah. You see him every time he comes up, you're like, Fairy Tail. Yeah. He's feeding off my memory. I told him this. back when he was first reading JoJo, and I had all this knowledge and stuff. He's like, "Oh, what about this? This is it. Oh, this was a pretty good fight." I'm like, "Oh yeah, this is a good fight, but wait till you get to this fight." I'm like, "Okay, this is exactly what we had, but in reverse, so many ways because JoJo was amazing and Fairy Tail was terrible, and now you know I have the knowledge and I don't." It's like he just got this side, yeah. I'm like, stop with the yeah. It's the worst.
It's not good.
It's so bad. I'm gonna get you to watch more Fairy Tail. I don't know what I gotta do, but you gotta see this ending. You gotta get on my level.
If they would have kept merry-go-round, they would have kept me.
Nothing comes close.
No, boy, that
15 interests later.
In the open, I can't get into any of the openings because by the time I blink, they're 4 down the road.
It's bad. So, Ruby, I trudged through volume both 3 and 4.
Okay.
Well done.
Oh, this was funny.
Volume 3 was really bad. Volume 4 was really boring. Neither of them made me laugh. I think I laughed twice throughout the entire 2 volumes, where I was cracking up in volume 2. I understand it's the darker tone, but I'm like, oh, whatever. I don't like any of these characters. I find Ruby to be endearing, and that's the most that I can say about her. Because there are moments where I'm just like, yeah, that's fine. Like in the beginning of volume 3, she's at her mom's grave, and she says something, and she goes, "That was the joke." I'm like, that's nice. And then she goes, "Well, I haven't been kicked out of Beacon yet, so that's cool." I'm like, there's something there. I say this all the time. There are moments that tell you. I love moments that tell you everything about a character in as little as time as possible. Winter, I love Winter.
Yeah.
I freaking love her because of one moment. She goes, what is her name? Weiss, how are you doing? And Weiss starts going on, "Oh, I'm the top of my class. I'm doing great. All of my missions have been successful." And she slaps her. She goes, I didn't ask you about your rank. I asked you how you've been. I'm like, amazing. That tells me everything I need to know about this character. I love her. Walk out of this series, Winter. You're too good for it. Thankfully, she has not pissed me off yet. But another moment that I like to use, and this is my favorite of all time, is Rarity. Hey, this turned Rarity from number 6 to number 2 in basically 2 lines. Here's what the situation was. I don't know if I told this on the podcast. I'm pretty sure I did because this is very, very important to me, especially with Rarity. But Rarity,
bruh, I didn't know you had a girlfriend that you were super into that turned gay.
That's
that
was.
Do we really that's super important to you telling it on the podcast? Oh.
I can talk about that.
Except to the world.
Oh, did you hear me talking about it? I'm sitting there like,
dude, you sounded awful.
I'm sitting there like, I almost got stabbed by this huge knife, and I'm just like,
I really liked it.
I don't want to talk about that, but anyway.
Yeah, you were super just like, oh Jesus.
It just came out of nowhere. I was like, if I had time to prepare, hey, it's getting a little too salty. What am I talking about? Rarity. So, Rarity. She gets captured by.
I'd love to have some red tape to trace that path. The conversation just
that
took.
Was BG. Like,
Holy shit.
Rarity. She gets captured by these dogs who want her to find gems. Her secret talent, her talent is finding gems. She gets captured by these dogs who want her to find gems. She's just locked up for like 3 hours. The dogs come to her. She's just like, well, what do you want me to do? What are you gonna do to me? She's like, and the dogs is like, we want gems. Find us gems. And she's like, oh, is that all? And she straps on this what is the thing? A cart. And she's like, all right. And she picks up a stick and she's like, here. You guys stink. These caves are very, very dark. You could use some lighting. This saddle is a little too tight. I'd like it if you loosen it up. And she keeps going and going and going. And the dogs are like, would you please stop whining? And Rarity turns to him and goes, whining? I'm not whining. I'm complaining. I go, and that one little moment went, I understand this character now. Now, forever, and ever, and ever. I haven't gotten that with Ruby. I'm not saying I need that, but it really, really helped because the characters are so inconsistent. I don't know. Yang from 1 to 2 to 3 are completely different. I don't understand how am I supposed to grasp onto these characters if in 1 she's very aloof and just like, oh, you need to go get another teammate, and then later in the arc she's like, yeah, Blake, Volume 1 they go up to her like, yep, she's a lost cause, don't even talk to her. When they're at the start of the second volume, she's playing around with them, making bunk beds and stuff. I'm like, where does this character development come from? What happened to Lost Cause? They never brought that up again. Weiss was a racist, and now she's not. Weiss was super arrogant, and now she's not. It's like, I don't know what these characters are. If I could just get a grasp on any of them, even I used to like Nora. But then Volume 4 happened, and it's just like, she was funny like 2 times. Ooh. And everything else was just like this.
Season 4 was the Jean season.
And I don't like Jean. And that's a big problem for me.
Nobody does. Literally nobody likes his character.
I'm sure somebody does. But no, because there's people out there who when the writers tell you like this character, they go, yes, I do. Because the writers tell you. Because they've gotten so much screen time. Because they've gotten so much screen time, you have no choice but to like them.
I usually don't like those people.
Yeah, you don't.
Man,
but I said there are people.
Let me inform you about. Oh, there are individuals for sure. But when I say that nobody likes this person, I'm using a generalization. The number 1 most complained about character in the Facebook fan group that Versus dragged me into, I swear to God, for the entirety of Season 4 and most of Season 5, the biggest complaint posts that I saw everyone talking and commenting in were about John.
And it's such
he is almost
because
unanimously
his voice actor is the writer, so he's just writing the best stuff for himself. That's complete total bull crap. I saw that and I just got pissed.
There we go, bingo.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So that's
notice how Ruby in Season 4 has barely any lines, as you've noticed.
Well, she has a fair bit.
Yeah. It's
okay,
bad.
Okay. BG,
compared.
Once I finish talking about Crow, just say the word Jessica. Just as soon as I finish talking about Crow. Crow is so awful. He's an exposition monster. Almost every scene he walks in and just like, here's the story you need to know. Twice in this terribly written series, they go, what's your favorite fairy tale? Oh, that fairy tale? That's completely real. And we've not mentioned it yet. Out of nowhere, they just go, there's these 4, Jesus Christ. Oh, BG. As soon as I finish this, just say 4 seasons to me. So... Twice they go, what's your favorite fairy tale? That fairy tale is real. Both of them are Crow. Both of them ends with just this big old thing that just like, okay, this changes everything now. There are these 4 winter spirits, 4 season spirits that just govern everything and everybody. So, why it wasn't just mentioned in 2 seasons, whatever. Oh, there are these 4 virtues that just govern everything, totally real. Why wasn't this mentioned?
Was that your 4 seasons?
Crow,
or should I talk about
no,
it?
I have more.
Okay.
Crow, he just sits by the fire and just goes, here's everything you need to know. He sits across from his sister and goes, here's everything you need to know. I hate him so much. He just spews exposition. His weapon is the worst. Jesus Christ, why is everything a gun? Why does he have this great big broadsword and then it turns into a scythe, but it's also a gun? Why does Professor Ironwood have only a gun, but it's the best gun because he's taking out Graham with one shot? No look sniping them bastards. Why does he only have a gun?
Spit on me.
Okay. The 4 seasons. I swear. Okay.
Well, he's not a huntsman. He's a soldier.
I know for a fact I'm not seeing barely anything about what theories about Ruby, whatever. But I know I'm not the first person to say this. If
the maidens you're talking about now?
If the maidens end up being the 4 Ruby girls, I am flying down to Texas and I am capoeira kicking somebody. Somebody's tasting my heel. Cause no. And same thing with the 4 virtues. Cause there's 4 of them. Of course there are. What was the other one?
Jessica.
Jessica Negri is terrible. I hate her so. She is a terrible voice actress. There's no subtlety in her character.
But the
Nico Robin is such a great sultry character, but Negri, she's just, I'm so evil. I'm saying, she speaks like that all the time. At one point, it's just like, hey, welcome to the big fighting festival. And everybody's clapping, and she's just crossing her legs, and she's like, I hate her so much, and I'm so glad in season 4 that they muzzled her. Jesus Christ, not a word from that bit. Shut the up! Oh my goodness!
You'll love Volume 5 then.
Holy fuck, you're gonna love Volume 5.
Man, I hate her. That's the worst. That is literally the worst. There's no. So. I think that's all the character. No, Whis' father. Whis. Oh my goodness, Weiss's father, voiced by Jason Douglas, voice of Beerus. That gains him some points. I like him. What can I say? Slap that bit. Yeah, whatever. I like him. There's very few characters that I can point to and say I like. He's one of them because he's actually a character and he's not just this. He has a set character that he's just going with, and he's okay. Who else? Season 3, season 4. The fights were nope. I'm gonna get to the fights. I'm gonna stick with the characters. What the
Any of the like random student side characters?
I'm gonna get to them when I
Velvet season 3, the rabbit girl.
I'm gonna get to her when I get to the fights.
I'm just going through characters.
The crazy guy again. The crazy guy.
Tyrion.
No subtlety. He's just.
Yeah,
it's just laughing. It's just.
He's Ruby's version of the Joker.
The voice director needs to be fired because
It's Miles.
It's just the worst.
It's Miles.
It's just like go for it. Just laugh. That's crazy. Oh, you start slashing at this beast, crying, and then just start laughing hysterically. Go. That indicates crazy. Go.
DA. That's Miles. John.
That's
who does the voice directing.
He needs to be fired.
Lose your job, sir.
He's not good. Legit. I'm coming at this as an outsider, purely from a whatever. It's Ruby. Let's chickity check this out. And he's just making me not like any of this. And if he's a writer, he's a voice actor, he's a director.
He's the lead writer.
What am I gonna do? I can only point to you and go, you the problem.
That's what the critics of the show have been saying since Monty died. Because it seems to have lost all direction.
It was before that.
Yeah, but
because
before 1 through 3, you think there's something coming. Then the delivery falls completely flat in 4 and it goes nowhere in 5.
No, because in 3, that's when they introduced the maidens. When they could have had a line, because they talked about Crow very briefly in Volume 1. They talked about Winter very briefly in Volume 1. They could have said something when they were playing the card game. They could have just been like, "I have these 4 maidens."
Do you want to know the actual reason?
Yeah, go for it, Mike. I forgot.
Because Volume 3 was, the season after Monty died, and Monty had talked about the idea of the maidens before he died. So they shoehorned it in because it was something that Monty wanted to add.
After he died.
Actual reason for the maidens. They were super late addition.
Yeah.
But they could have.
They were last minute after he died, so they could honor his.
After Volume 2 and before Monty died is when this was thought up. So they couldn't even. There was no setup to be had because the idea hadn't even come up yet by the time Volume 2 was already out. Yeah.
And Monty was kind of the one who told them how to put things in. So we could have been given the maidens mentioned in season 3 and then brought in season 4. The world will never know.
I can't even say that, because why not just do it in season 1 or 2? A line.
Well, he didn't think of it then. That's the thing.
Okay, plan out your story.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So I think that's it with the characters. I might go back to 1 or 2 of them.
Yeah, it's true. Versus brings up a good point. We don't know Cinder's goal. If the maidens didn't exist until season 3 was started, why was Cinder even a thing at that point? Good point, Versus. I didn't even think about that.
Because Killer Instinct.
All I remember from season 4 is walking.
You over there, thank you.
Walking, Yang, and her father. Her father's nothing. Blake and her father, they're both nothing. The mother and father. I don't like Son. I definitely don't like Blake.
What are you, a
Weiss
vampire?
And her brother can eat it.
Thank you.
And that's not me going, oh, I'm not supposed to like this character, so I don't like him. No, he's just annoying. Get him out of here. The butler. Oh, get J. Michael Tatum in there for what reason? He's a butler and he's gone. Oh, he's crazy or something? Don't worry. Dragon Ball, don't worry.
He's schizophrenic. He's the 7 Dwarves. That's his character. That's who he is. He's each of the 7 Dwarves personalities.
I'm so glad that you brought this up because I forgot to mention this. Is there why is it that they're all based upon a fairy tale? Is there any sort of reason for it other than it'd be cool?
Personally don't know.
It'd be cool.
Probably Monty's reasoning.
It'd be cool if. Oh, Snow White, Goldilocks. And if it was something, if there were some allusions to it, like Red White, she like, oh, let's go on a picnic every day or something. No, it's just like, oh, she's Red Riding Hood. What else? Nothing. She's got a sight.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if
they're all. It's not just fairy tales; they're all based on something. I'm air quoting here, just because all of Team Juniper are based on historical figures that were known for cross-dressing. It'd be cool if. Joan of Arc.
Ren is Mulan. Ren is Mulan. Hold on. Ren is based off of Mulan. Jean is based off Jeanne d'Arc. Nora is based off Thor.
Okay. Can I ask you something?
And Pyrrha is.
Can I add? No. Please pause.
Achilles.
Okay. Can I? In what way is Ren like Mulan?
Is she an Asian?
And I couldn't tell you.
So,
oh yeah.
Is she an Asian?
There's nothing. There's nothing there other than a reference. This is Scary Movie 15 type stuff. They're just like, oh look, there's Shaq, and that's all it is. Christ. So, the fights were terrible, of course. I hate.
Of course.
Why is everything a gun? I hate that everything is a gun.
Of course.
That's all it was.
So.
We've lost him.
You guys okay? Y'all all right over there?
They were just fights, and they were exactly what I thought they were gonna be. They were just fights, and then it's this guy is scared of water, so trumpet skates, it's a gun. He's got also a gun. That's why I like Weiss's fighting style, cause she ain't got no gun. She just got her glyphs and she's zapping around. She's got a summon now, whatever. She ain't got a gun. I was sitting there like, okay, Blake doesn't have a gun. She's got her sword and her little zip tie thing. Blam, blam, blam. Never mind. Just oozes of creativity. It just guns don't work. When has it ever worked? When the thing is just a gun, it works. Like Coco, her machine gun just takes out all the Grim. That works. Ren, he got a couple shots in that worked. Ironwood, blam blam, it worked. Everybody else doesn't work. Doesn't work. Mustache, why does he have a battle axe that's also a flintlock pistol?
Oh, that's true. Versus her sword may not be a gun, but it's modeled after a gun. Weiss's, it's chambered like a revolver.
That's where she keeps her dust, but that ain't a gun.
Yeah.
So I don't care.
No, she pulls the trigger to use the dust, though.
It's not a gun.
But I'm just saying, it's modeled. It's modeled.
It's not. It doesn't shoot bullets or whatever. I don't know why Pure is so special. They just go, she fights well, and then they show her fighting, and she's like, yep, she fights well. Why? Did she grow up fighting? No, she's just, I won a bunch of competitions, and I'm just the best fighter. Oh, you're also a candidate to be a maiden. Okay. Hop in the tank. Oh, my heart.
Hop in the tank.
Yeah, the whole thing of her Water's being based off of Achilles. You know, she got hit in the heel. Get it? Did you get it?
This series.
Did you get it? DA, you're not saying if you got it. I'm concerned that you didn't get it.
Anyone can like this better. This is so baseline.
Not according to Rooster Teeth.
Not according to some of their
all
fans
behind
too.
Miles and Carrie.
Because
oh boy,
because people are sitting there going,
oh boy,
I liked it this once, and there's no reason for me not to like it now. It's still, look, there's Ruby and Yang. I know these characters. I like these characters. They're good. They're shooting their guns.
It is possible to change your opinion, people. It is so very possible.
No.
Things you loved, you
clearly
hate,
not.
things
You're
you
asking
hated,
too much.
you love. Not asking too much.
Volume 4 and 5 did that for me.
Can't separate it.
Ren.
Yeah.
I don't know about him. I don't know. His semblance appears.
You get it in season 5.
It appears to be some sort of calming effect that masks him from Grimm's. Him and other people from Grimm's. Why were people not?
He masks all emotion.
Why were people not fighting to be on his team? That seems like the most. He seems like legit one of the most important people in the world with that ability.
Yeah, he is technically.
Yeah, and this
the Grimm are attracted to negative emotions. He hides them.
Just brought up in season 4. He just he just touches the ground like, yep, this is my ability. You've known me for at this point 5 years, 6 years. Here's my ability.
No, about 1.5 years at that point.
He's talking like the show's length.
Oh, the show. In the show, they think by the time of season 4, it's been 1.5 years, maybe.
From
Mike,
volume 1 to volume 4.
I'm sorry, what was that, Ralph? I was reading.
Volume 1 to volume 4.
world time.
I'm not talking about in world time. I'm talking about me as a person watching the show. Volume 1 to volume 4 was what, 5 years? I know it wasn't 5 years in the show. They said that 10 weeks. They said that 1 semester had passed from volume 1 to volume 2, and then like a week from volume 2 to volume 3. 5 years. What else?
Get off my porch!
This was just very, very frustrating to me. If you couldn't tell, I don't like.
I couldn't.
Crow's awful. This is one point he just pushes somebody out the way, and then they just stare at each other for like 5 seconds, and he just gets stabbed in the tummy. Like, you deserve that. You earned it. Shut
He
up.
gets stabbed in the tummy.
I know I'm gonna think of something soon as we end,
Oh.
but I think that's about it. I'm trying to think with the Volume 3's fights, but I was just like, bleh.
There was
The whole-
ahead.
Yuri Lowenthal. That was something I kind of liked.
Mercury.
I've said this so many times. I like a world that feels lived in, and it's just like he's walking out of his house on fire. He killed his dad. His legs are messed up, and it's just like next scene, iron legs. It's like don't gotta explain it. Something happened. These are people. Why they do my girl Neo like that? They did her wrong. That was dirty.
She still hasn't been seen.
Of course not. That'd be competent.
There are quite a few people that have been MIA, like the other half of Team Sun.
Yeah, they're just gone.
Basically,
okay.
every other character that was introduced in Volume 3.
Yeah.
Velvet's
I was about
gone.
to get to that. I forgot about
Coco's gone.
that. Jesus Christ, that rabbit. Oh my goodness.
Jesus Christ, that rabbit.
Again. Properly set up. This could have been something. But it was only it was first season, she was getting picked on. Second season, she was about to do something, and then Coco went, don't do that yet. Just save it for later. Third season, she's taking pictures all up and down the arc, and then she starts unleashing this thing. Why not have her doing that from Volume 1?
Huh?
Because she was being developed. Fun fact, as Versus put it in the chat, she is an entirely fan-based creation.
Okay, so
Fans are trash.
You are allowing fans to dictate your story because they only survived that because of her. They were all beaten until she just went, oh, here comes my I win button, and I win.
Yep.
This is another instance of just fan pandering, and I said this before, fan pandering is amazing if it's to you. If it's not to you, it's crap. And it ain't to me, so it's crap.
Yep.
That doesn't sound fair.
And fun fact, the person who created her for the contest that she won to make it into the show, that's her voice actor. The voice actor is her creator.
Okay, I was wondering why she was particularly bad because the voice acting is
she's an actual Australian girl from Australia.
The voice acting is big not good. They should not have brought in professionals because they are lapping these bastards. I'm sitting there just like, that's Sabat. Sabat, you don't deserve to be here with all these jamokes. You sitting next to this crazy laughing guy, and he's turning it up to 10, and you're just like, I'm just a British guy. You need to chill out. I'm just like, Sabat, why?
Crazy Guy is an actual voice actor, too.
Crazy Guy's terrible.
Let's see, who is...
Yeah, who is that again? It's a big name, I know that.
Jason Douglas oozes chemistry with every single line. I'm just like, what are you doing here? That's just my bias.
Josh Grell.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
What are you doing, Josh? Christ almighty, I like you. He's
Liked.
Liked.
That
Oh
shit
man,
failed.
that's disappointing.
Oh
Oh wow, he was Yuri in Yuri on Ice.
He was Armin in Attack on Titan. He was Byakuya Togami in the anime of Danganronpa. What? He's the Grand Priest in Super. He's a legit.
mean nothing to
He's
me.
legit good. Yeah, I guess he just opened up his butt cheeks and all over this.
Okay,
mic.
so how can you admonish a Sabbath for lapping these months and then going heaven and going, why are you doing such a job?
Okay, I don't. He still did a terrible job, no matter who he is. I gotta place that on voice direction because he's super good, but it's gotta be the direction because you gotta hear this dude. He's awful.
I don't need to hear nothing.
You don't need to hear nothing. You stay on that side of the fence.
do.
You don't need to come into this world. Boy, I'm dragging you kicking and screaming into Fairy Tale.
What?
You stay out of here.
I did my time.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we got Trumpet Man and Neon Cat, the character.
Neon Cat.
Yeah.
I wanted to throw up.
Oh my god, this pisses me off. I didn't even see it. Okay, is it?
That's her actual name, Neon
It's
Cat.
Neon Cat.
It's
But they don't
terrible.
say
Yes.
Neon Cat.
It's
Neon
yeah,
Cat.
yeah. I got the joke when it was said. I
And
understood.
guess what?
it
When she's
immediately.
skating, rainbows come off of her.
Of course, why wouldn't they?
Because wouldn't it be cool if that's all this show is?
Fun fact, that's another cosplayer.
Okay, back to what I was talking about with the voice actor.
What's her name
the
again?
voice-
It's Gavin's girlfriend,
It's Turney, Meg Turney.
Meg Turney.
The voice actors are particularly bad. Ruby does a fine job. The other three girls are so unremarkable, it hurts.
Ooh, you can get death threats for saying that shit in the fan circles, my man. Hoo boy.
Air.
Ooh,
I would walk up to all three of them and just go, "You're not impressing me." I would. If Mike would pay my way to Rooster Teeth, I would hype on a mic and just go, "They suck."
Hashtag get good.
Get good. If I close my eyes, I couldn't tell which one is either any of them, and they're just so. It's just.
Okay, we're opening it up to questions. Yes, you there in the sweater. Yeah, why do y'all suck? Why can't y'all be good?
Be that guy from our first panel.
That's true.
Well,
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Stay away from
Yes, it was.
professional voice actors because they are showing people how it's done. Vic, I don't like Crow, but Vic is killing it.
Yes,
He's
yes,
doing
he is.
Oh, yeah.
freaking
He's
balls to the
Mignonna-ing it
wall.
up.
No. His Yuzu
His-
Mignonna is just like
no,
Vic
he's
Mignonna.
not.
No, he's just slow and tired and gruff. He's just like, all right, here's what you guys need to know, and it's super good.
Yeah,
But
it's very unlike a Vic role.
But most other people are just so whatever. Nora's fine. I like Nora. She's whatever. I liked Nora,
There you go.
and that wasn't even a really like. Winter. Winter's a professional voice actress. Subity duper good.
Mhm.
And love her. Don't come back, Winter.
Nope. She gone.
Good.
She gone.
Good.
She'll probably be back this season though.
She lives in my memory as a hot 10 out of 10. She sat down and tried to help Weiss with her summoning. She's a hot 10 out of 10. She had a pretty good fight with Crow.
So-
hot 10 out of 10.
Whoa,
That's-
that is sorry. I need to read this in industrial cardboard.
That's
Oh,
hilarious.
that's
Well,
so-
it's okay. I realized this the other day. Dan and I are great people, very good people, but we are morally reprehensible,
Absolutely.
and that is a
Yes.
morally reprehensible comment, and I love it.
Sounds
I
like
mean,
they need one cynical, jaded critic to save this show. Time to stop saying the dead body smells good and call Frankenstein.
That's about right.
2 weeks I made a
They
joke
need a
about
Frankenstein.
Steven, Hawking dying and Zetsu. I don't give a shit.
That is
Yeah,
true. I
but-
forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 12. I'm calling it quits. I'm probably gonna watch the last volume, but I was looking at it and they're each 20 minutes. I'm just like, geez, this almost 3
Mm-hmm.
Scale this back.
Okay, and arguably the worst.
Yeah, the thing is, they increased the time per episode, and almost less happens than it did in Volume 4.
Almost less.
He's not wrong.
But Harold, if you eat 12 Mr.
Have calories, there's nothing said. I need it.
I started watching a few of those videos by that one reviewer that you had mentioned before.
Oh, Fat Man Falling.
Yeah. And he had
he owns my heart.
He did a top 8 and bottom 8 episodes, and his bottom 8, they it highlights basically like what the season was. Sadly, the bottom 8. Yeah, the man does good work.
Man does really good work.
I'm gonna ask you something, and depending on your response, you're gonna get an elbow to the nose.
Let's hear it.
Did you read My Hero?
Your boy read My Hero.
Oh. Your boy is correct.
Hey!
Gentle.
It's not fair. What are they doing? How is he gonna follow up with this?
A lot of people.
The tea and it's just all. I'm like, why are you the best?
Spoilers for My Hero if you're not caught up on the manga. A lot of people I was looking at a bunch of different comment threads and stuff like that. They're like, so like they beat One Piece to the punch as far as Luffy's awakened devil fruit power, just making everything elastic.
No, that is my third favorite stand, known as Spice Girl. You know how every stand have a stand, most stands, the good stands have a stand cry like order.
Yeah, I know.
Hers is wannabe.
Really?
Yes, it is. And she just yells out wannabe. It's so good. I can't wait for them to animate that. But yeah, look, that's Spice Girl. Her ability is just to make everything elastic, and not to that ability when he just punches the air. I'm like, you didn't do that.
Okay, so DA was in the room when I fangirl squealed in Gentle. The reason it's such a small reason, but it made me just Deku does his air smash and catches up to Gentle, and Gentle's like, I see, pardon my rudeness, and I just went, well, you're not fighting for nothing, and then, well, forgive my rudeness, and as he's just getting smashed, I love Gentle.
Deku's tightening up his gloves. He's like, La Brava, turn on the camera. Chapter in. I'm like, and then he just posing for the camera. What? Where do they go for? Legitimately, this is the best villain. This is one of the best characters.
This is the best villain. Oh my god, I love.
I absolutely love. I'm just sitting there like, what?
I don't see how.
Why do I love this thing? It's just such a give me strong, dumb lame-os, and I'm all over that.
And he is lame.
Oh yeah,
what
super
like,
dork.
When he was watching his video, it's just like he doesn't have a very good like to dislike ratio. He had like 100 thumbs down and 0 thumbs up. I'm like, no, Gentle.
Deku's just like, hey, are you that villain?
Oh my goodness.
Give me Gentle forever.
It's not fair.
I don't need anything.
And yeah, just talking about character progression, like literally fucking what was it, like 4 chapters ago, where it like went point for point of like progression of power, and like this is what I got to do next, and he manages to do it. Just like little things for Deku's character as far as just building him up.
Deku's one of the best Shonen Pro tags in history.
Oh yeah, hands down.
I think this, just like, it's just a fact to me. And Gentle, might make like my top 20 of all time by the time this is over.
Just characters?
Yes, characters, heroes, villains. I don't mean it just my hero. I mean in all of manga.
Yeah.
He's absolutely balls to the wall.
Oh yeah.
I love this man. It is unbelievable. It will take a royal screw up for him not to be very near my top 20. I love everything about Gento. I was at one point I went, I don't see how there could ever be a villain I love more than Toga. He may do it.
No.
You don't think Gento can beat Himiko?
For you, that's fine. For me, no.
Wow.
Himiko, her design puts it over the edge.
Okay.
I love her hair so much.
You're talking about designs against Gento.
I love her eyes so much. I love the bags under her. I love
her
her
bangs. The little
bangs.
bangs, just like why?
There's so much good with her character. Gento is amazing, but Himiko, it's like One Piece. It's like there it is on the mountaintop. We're not even talking about her in terms of greatness, but we're talking about everything else. But just know, you ain't touching her.
I love Gento.
All right.
I love Gento. And One Piece continues to be the best, except Jinbei. I said this to DA. If Oda does not stop doing, here's a character moment for Sanji, Judge, and Luffy, and here's a panel of Jinbei. Here's a moment of Sanji's family, and here's a panel of Jinbei. He has just peppered in panels of Jinbei for no reason except to help more eyeballs on this man to get him over, get Roman Reigns out of my manga.
Another moment that tells you a lot about the character. Carrot, when she first gets on the ship, she empties her bag like, I can help you guys. Look, I brought a carrot cake, some carrot juice, and a carrot. What else do you need? Got it. I got it. I like her. Done. After this, it's just like, what are you going to do to make me not like her? And that's all it is. I got another rarity moment that I could talk about, but Jesus Christ, it's almost 10, 12, 10.
All right. We will wrap it up. Let us get a random fact.
BG! This is a special one for you.
Ooh.
1 to 50.
Let's go with a nice low number. Let's go with 12.
12. This is 50 Superman facts.
Fun fact from me. Do you know Superman helped put a stop to the KKK in one area?
That's
in real life.
That's accurate.
What?
In real life. There was a radio show based on Superman that was talking about some of the KKK because one of the people that writes knew a little bit about the KKK in the area. And he interjected it into the story, and the police went and shut that shit down. Good night, everyone.
So we're not doing that other fact?
12 wasn't good.
Oh, all right. All right, and thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
You can pick another one if you want.
To the podcast and stuff. Do you want to pick another one? We good? All right.
Okay, no, let's do it. 17.
All right.
17.
We know that's going to be great.
Just give him a vote.
Superman was once bitten by Dracula, but because his cells held so much solar radiation, Dracula exploded.
I remember this comic. This is a fact.
I want to suck your...
Okay.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We will see you next week.
Next week. Later.